news that came out in regards to one of the top offensive tackles in the country. We'll start there. That's the news of the day in regards to Luke Montgomery out of Finley, 6th-rated offensive tackle. Says he's going to commit, Steve, on February 17th. Are we feeling pretty good about that?
Yeah, I think if you're an Ohio State fan, you have to be optimistic that it looks like he's going to end up at Ohio State. In-state kid from Finley, Ohio, which is about an hour and a half north of Columbus, between Columbus and Toledo, about 45 miles south of Toledo, and probably almost equidistant, probably from Finley to Columbus and Finley to Ann Arbor. Though I'm not sure how much Michigan was really involved. I think they are involved, definitely. As I look at his page on 24/7, I see 5 schools: USC, Clemson, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. And I think, again, the 4 predictions on 24/7, all of them are for Ohio State. So I think it looks pretty good for the Buckeyes. He's ranked number 73 overall by 24/7 Sports, number 7 offensive tackle, number 1 player in Ohio by 24/7 Sports for 2023. So he would be a good start, obviously, or a good continuation, I guess, of that class for 2023 for the Buckeyes. And his younger brother is also a quarterback at Finley, 2 years younger. And I know that Jim Harbaugh came out early, I think, and offered him for Michigan, the younger brother, and Ohio State. I'm not sure if they've offered him yet or not. I believe maybe they have. So to get a package deal would be awesome. Obviously, I doubt we're going to see 2 brothers playing on opposite sides of that rivalry. So to me, it looks pretty good for Ohio State on this situation. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. And again, this is a kid, can be a cornerstone of this class. I mean, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, potentially. Justin Fry, is he involved with him? Larry Johnson, is he involved with him? I guess we'll just have to sort it out as they'll have to sort it out as they go along, if he's going to be on which side of the ball. But to me, I think most thoughts are he'll be an offensive lineman, but he's played both sides of the ball: tight end, defensive end, defensive tackle. He's done a little bit of everything. Also plays basketball at Finley as well. So to me, it'd be a great cornerstone to add to this class.
Steve, if this was 20 years ago, him being a Northwest Ohio guy, maybe Michigan would be making more of a push or have more of an influence on the recruitment back then, when Ohio was kind of open territory for Michigan. And so I think everybody expects him to be a Buckeye. I went to one Finley game this past season, and he plays offense and defense. And I think the upside is on the offensive line more so than defensive end, because he's going to continue to grow, and he could be a 310-pound left tackle, or a 265, 270-pound defensive end. And I think that, like I said, the higher potential, the athleticism comes through more on the offensive line. So I think that's where he ends up. And like Steve said, he'd be a cornerstone of the class. They already have one offensive lineman committed out of Ohio, Josh Padilla out of Wayne, and then it's certainly a good start. And again, the Finley pipeline there with his brother, who's a 2025 quarterback, as Steve said, not bad to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at this, and again, I know that there was a social media posting, I think, with he and his brother and his parents, with the Ohio Stadium in the background, like maybe when they were younger. He attended a game with his parents, and they're all decked out in their Ohio State stuff. So I'm not sure how you view that, but it says he's committing on February 17th at 3 p.m. It'll be live on Instagram. It'll be in the Finley High School gym. And he had 30 scholarship offers, and we listed some of them: Ohio State, Oklahoma, Georgia, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, Michigan State, USC, Indiana, Penn State, and a host of others. basically everybody in the Big Ten, anybody in this footprint. And, you look at Justin Fry, the offensive line coach, the quarterbacks coach Corey Dennis, and Ryan Day. They were all up at a basketball game in Finley on January the 14th. And then 2 days later, Kevin Wilson, the offensive line coach and the tight ends coach, was at a basketball practice at Finley. And Michigan coaches also made multiple visits to Finley in January as well. So could be a two-team race, it seems, for his services. And I think that he's had a chance to sit down with Justin Fry and discuss the plans on the offensive line. Ohio State right now has got some commitments for 2023. I think 4 of them. Joshua Padilla, an offensive lineman from Huber Heights, Wayne. Ty Lockwood, a tight end from Tennessee. Will Smith Jr., the son of the former Ohio State All-American Will Smith from Dublin Kaufman. He's a defensive lineman. And safety Cedric Hawkins from Florida, Titusville, Florida, Cocoa High School. Right now the class ranks 7th nationally. So, again, Montgomery would be a great get for Ohio State on the offensive line. They have decent depth on the offensive line, but I do think that again, you can't have enough big guys who are athletic, can run and block and do things on the offensive line, and that sounds exactly what kind of player Ohio State would be getting here with Montgomery.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility that they do need tackles, and somebody out of that 2023 class could end up starting for Ohio State at tackle in 2023 because of how thin they could be if Paris Johnson goes and DeJuan Jones is gone.